This is the milk frother. When he first started like putting this, it was your basic milk frother, just the product by itself. Over time, his main image evolved. It's probably evolved at least like 100 different times now. So how it evolved is like he started putting on the box, he added all the colors, he showcases like the type of product you would use it with. So in this case, like you're frothing milk, right? Really frothy up top. And of course he includes 2 premium batteries, right? Branded batteries. So right here it says box. I always find boxes really good to incorporate as the product listing, even if you don't take the picture of the box itself, because you can always edit it. Doing so, you're able to add in the USP. In this case, USP is like lifetime warranty, along with like 5 million units sold, 80 colors. Only difference I would do with this is probably turn the box sideways so it's easier to read as USP. USP meaning unique selling proposition. So most of the time, if you actually just, let's say we go on Amazon right now, right? And then I just type in milk frother. So you get a lot of these like basic listings, right? But none of them really convey a USP. Like this one right here, there's no way that anybody's gonna see like these like individual things on the side. It's hard to read. But for him, lifetime warranty, boom, right in the front. So automatically you have like a key conversion point or a key reason why somebody will want to buy that product over like something that has a bunch of small graphics and images. The other product is here, garlic press, same thing. Not only he's showing the garlic press coming out of the press itself, but the full garlic clove along with this little brush cleaning, and then of course all the various colors. So this is the USP that they're going for, and it works nicely, beautifully, rather than just a simple garlic press with nothing else. Same with this. Oh, so this box they actually did really nicely. It says lifetime warranty right across the top. Very easy, very legible, and then of course you show like the product itself, in this case the lemon or limes, and then multiple colors. And then notice that everything is the same direction, so your eyesight flows really nicely, especially when you go left and right and then upwards. So usually when you're shooting something upwards, it's typically called a hero shot, and it just makes the product look more grand. Imagine like Marvel and then all like the superheroes standing there with the chest puffed out, hero shot. Moving forward, other things that we also like doing when it comes to main images is trying to add in a grayscale effect of a model or something in the background. So in this product, this is BFR occlusion bands, blood flow restriction bands. So rather than just having the bands by itself, what is added in the background is basically a model, like model shirtless, you can see the abs, whatever the muscle. This is a fitness workout product. Okay, so this is one of the products that we worked on for a client recently. They are prestige imports. They're focusing on like tumblers. I'm sure you've seen like Stanley's, Yeti mugs, all of that stuff. It's like the latest craze. Everybody's out there. He's like, oh, I want like a low cost competition. His original image, his original gallery on the left, and then what we recreated on the right. Keep in mind, all of the images are taken with his iPhone. So for him, he did everything on Canva himself. So he started doing stuff with Canva. As you can see, his images on the left, it's all assorted, all over the place, no consistency in font, styling, whatever. When I asked him like, who's your target demo? He's like, I'm not really too sure, but I want to sell like someone to Stanley. So when you're thinking Stanley, you're thinking about like female, 30-ish, you know, developing their careers. I want to spend like $50-$60 on like a water cup. If that's the case, why do you have this random dude in the back and bearded? Like, it makes no sense. Like, this is not your target demographic. Like, why do you even put this in? Revamp everything so it focuses on the core demo, which is like working female. He also said his main USP compared to like Stanley cups and Yetis is the fact that his cup actually sits in all cars. So we made that as a second image, cup holder friendly, right to the point that it fits in all your vehicles. All of this is kind of like research. So rather than just creating and designing something that visually looks nice and digging through his profile, his listing to see like what's up. Another example of this is this welding shades lens. So this is somebody else that we help with, their rich products. This guy who founded this, he is a welder himself. If you look on the left side with his original gallery, you're like, yo, what the heck is this product? It looks like a computer chip. And he even said, oh, I tested at least like 5-6 different main images and this is the best one. I actually thought this was a computer chip. So I said, why don't you actually tell people what it is? So what we did was we just took his basic image and we just added a welding mask. So then now you know, hey, this is obviously a lens for your welding mask. It's pretty straightforward to the point. Of course, we simplified a lot of the stuff that he had. So some of the font that he chose, it was just a little bit hard to read because this is a very technical type product. People use it for their work. You could probably cause like medical issues if something goes wrong. It's just really big, strong, bold text. And we try to make it a little bit more modernized with the color and font choices, you know, perfect vision, easy to see your welds, clarity, etc. And talking how it will fit most helmets or most hoods. That's like the slang, that vernacular that they use in the industry. And then of course, our like left and right, our comparison is the lens itself that shows like what his product looks like versus competition in terms of like clarity. So then of course the last image is not only is like because he doesn't have a lot of lifestyle images. I mean, it's kind of hard when somebody's welding. Basically what we did was, it's kind of hard to see, but in this right here is the actual customer who bought his product and then left an Amazon review. So we literally took that review and then stuck it into the main gallery, because most people are going to read reviews anyways, right? And then it literally says there, this is I don't know, John Smith, Amazon customer, and then this is all the main stuff that he says about this product. Like, it fits perfect, clarity, whatever like technical details that welders need to know when they're purchasing this product. The philosophy when it comes to doing a lot of these type of things is you're not just making it look pretty. Pretty is actually pretty easy. You can pretty much go on Fiverr and find somebody in India to do it for you. So I hope that kind of gives you like a core focus on like how we usually do things. So the research work and how it implement into the gallery. So for something like this, I think it's already decent, whoever is like listing this is, but I would actually try to make it a little better. For example, I find the placement of the way they did things is a little bit off. It's, even though it's like left to right, you're looking kind of downwards. So you see this, remember this, the lemon press, we're looking upwards, right? So like, it's kind of like consumer psychology, but basically anything upwards creates like positive associations. Anything downwards tend to create negative associations, right? So like, instead of doing it this way, I would probably do it upwards. I would also incorporate some sort of box with whatever the USP is, right? So if the main USP for a kitchen scale is like, you need to know to like the 1,000th of a gram or something like that, then you would write that. Or it's like lifetime warranty, or it comes with like dishwasher safe, detachable handles, like whatever the USP is. And then of course, it's kind of nice, they do have this like person holding in a hand so you can see relative size. This image in the top left where he showcases the inside without the cover and the battery, that is completely wasted. Would just not put that at all. The biggest problem when it comes to Amazon images is obviously you're limited to the number of like gallery size, right? You have like 70 images. So what people end up doing is they just like verbal diarrhea information dump. The person who's buying this, do you think he cares about this battery going on the inside of this cap? Probably not. They're buying it because they need a measuring spoon. Why the heck would you put this here? They're just wasting their energy, wasting their time. And if you're reading from left to right, which we do in North America, this is the first thing that they see. So why the heck would you stick a useless thing for the first thing that they see? So one thing to do is like, once you have all your information, condense it to the main USPs so you don't have information overload. Even for something like this. So their image is very light in the background, and then they have their headline, removable spoon head for easy cleaning. I would probably simplify that, right? It says detachable handle. Like 2 words can say the same thing, much easier. I would also choose a different color font. You chose white against a light background, makes no sense. Here they say like it's food grade, ABS material, is hygienic use. I don't understand how this image conveys that over this image. I mean, they look like pretty much the same background to me. The other thing is when it comes to infographic like this, I'm sure you've probably seen it. So for example, like this one, this is True Cool. I showed you this earlier. Most of the time, infographics looks like the left side where you have the product in the middle and then all around you have like all the features about the product. So one thing I learned from Aaron Cordovez, which is the guy who runs Zule, is one of the absolute worst type of infographic you could use, but everybody does it. So the psychology he said behind this is when a user is browsing and you're reading left to right, do you want their eyes to look 360 degrees all over the place? So if you look for us, like we made the same image, but on the left side, it's like your main features, you're reading left to right, boom, down in bullet points, like right to the point, so that the customer can easily digest the information and make a quick buying decision. The other thing is elimination of shit that you don't need. Like for example, he has here like double walled stainless steel. For the average consumer, they don't know what the hell that means. Like I don't even know what the heck it means. If they don't understand what the benefit of that feature is right away, get rid of it. Main thing they care about is like BPA free, and it's gonna harm me if I use it. What's the capacity? Is the dishwasher safe? Boom, like right to the point, and then like a relevant graphic to go with that. Same thing with this is like, of course, they're trying to show the scale of the product. So like grams, milligrams, cup, whatever. Look how tiny this friggin' font is. Like nobody is gonna see this. And the other consideration is we're on desktop right now, so it is fairly large. If you go on like your iPhone or whatever, like no one's gonna bloody see this thing, and there's no way someone's gonna like pinch to open and zoom up close, right? So I would just kind of revise this, replace things a little bit, just so it gets a little bit easier to read for the consumer and easier to digest the information. And I would also choose a different background because again, like the background color just blends into the color of this product. Like I just thought it was a floating hand for a second, right? So pretty much like this is kind of decent waterproof panel. So if it is waterproof, that's great. But intelligent HD panel, like those words completely pointless. What does HD mean? Like, am I looking at how close like the color is or the way it's like, it makes no sense, right? Panel, again, it's not like a strong piece of electronic product, so just keep it to the point. Waterproof. Is it waterproof or water resistant? Two separate things. Because if it's waterproof, can I stick it in the dishwasher? Or is it like water resistant, so get some water on and I can wipe it off? Oh, so they did do it here from the left to right side. My only issue with this is like they have too many items. So 6 is too much to read. I would keep it either 3 or 5. Odd numbers tend to work better. Humans just memorize odd numbers a little better in like groups of 3 or whatever. I would also change this image in terms of sizing, where the size is actually horizontal. So a lot of people, they do product sizing where they do it here. If it's vertical, they turn it sideways because no one's going to really turn their head sideways to read it. I would actually change things horizontal to make it easier to read. Number 2 is, since we're selling in the US, I would remove centimeters completely and just go with inches. All right, so simplify everything, make it easy for the customer to understand and digest. They can make a quicker buying decision. They can buy faster and easier. So remove as much red tape as possible and then just get to the point of what they need to know, so then they could just buy your product.